Stop chasing. Look, it's Marcel, aka Honey Bunny Sunny, and you know I'm on a mission to make you some money. Listen, today is an episode of Off the Charts. Okay, Off the Charts is a series that I'm putting together where I'm just sharing information and wisdom and observation from life itself that have nothing to do with trading, but everything to do with trading at the same time. Okay, so in this particular episode, what I want to talk about is an open door, right? Now, there's a little bit of a play on words here because Open Door is a stock that I've been consistently, like investing in, catching it to the upside, catching it to the downside, all of that good stuff. But an open door is simply something that we all need at some point, right? If anybody has ever been in a place where they've not been on top of the world, or they kind of been like, shit just ain't been going right? You've been kind of finding yourself grappling with thoughts of like something not working out, or you quitting or something like that. I want you to remember the word open door, right? So there's two phases to a breakout, right? There is the phase of you having to sit in stillness and waiting for it to take place, right? Finding that open door. And then after finding that open door, it's going to take a little bit of your faith, right? So the way that you make money in the market is by something breaking through and then coming back and retesting it. And the way that you accumulate wealth is by when that retest happens, you putting more into it. All right, so I'm going to show you the parallel in real life. Now, when you are not doing the greatest, right, and you're trying to just figure out, okay, how do I get to the next step, right? This is when most people give up. I've seen people go as far as suicide, right? I've seen people, do what I like to call a living suicide, which is when they just decide to kill all their dreams. They decide to kill all their ambitions and desires and just exist in this life, right? Who's to say which one is worse? But we don't want you to fall victim to any of those. So there's always an open door, right? There's always something that you can do exactly where you are to get a little bit of a breakthrough. But here's what's going to happen. When you do sit in stillness, when you do get that voice that comes into your heart or your head and tells you this is the way to go, and you go, you're going to find a little bit of reward. But you've built up so much fear residue, right? So much fear residue because of the time that you spent in this low place. So when you get that thing, let's say it's like a, $10,000, $20,000 or something like that after being, broke for so long, you're going to want to hold on to that. You're going to want to grip so tightly to that because of the residue of fear, because of that place that you were in. But the way that you get that breakout is that when you are tested, right? When you get it and then it comes back to an opportunity where you can actually put something into it, right? You got to have that faith that it's going to continue, right? So if you've been low and then you get some sort of breakthrough, you have to go and risk it right back. You have to put it right back in. And I'm not talking about trading, right? It's like when you get the opportunity, you have to show faith by putting it right back. I know it may not seem like the smartest thing to do. It may seem a little bit counterintuitive, but this is wisdom talking. This is experience talking. And I know everybody has been there. What happens is if you do not do that, you fall back into a fearful vibration. And breaking that vibration, breaking through that fear is what's going to put you on the other side, though it may not seem like it at the time. You like, I worked hard to get here. It took me so long to figure out how to get this little bit. Why do I need to go put it back in it? That's the faith, right? That is the seed that you are planting for something even greater, something that's bigger than you could even imagine, right? You're going to have that test. Right? It's a retest. If you trade, you know what I'm talking about. All right. So I want y'all to remember that. This is Off the Charts, episode 1. Wisdom. right? Experience, observation from life that are happening off the charts that I believe can help you on the charts as well. Remember, invest smart, live free. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.